So, we choose for proving the first part. What is your first part here? Modulus of, if modulus of z minus a is strictly less than r, then your power series converges absolutely. Power series converges absolutely. So, to prove the first part, what we take? We take a equal to 0. The center of the power series, we take it as 0. Then what will happen to your, what will happen to this inequality? This inequality changes into mod set less than r. Now we choose a real number in between mod set and r. Suppose you choose a small letter r in between this mod set and r. So, if we take 1 by mod set, 1 by r and 1 by capital letter r, the inequality reverse. That means 1 by capital letter r is strictly less than 1 by r, which is strictly less than 1 by mod set. So, consider this part. Consider 1 by r strictly less than 1 by small letter r. What is your 1 by r here? 1 by r is equal to, what is your 1 by r here? Limit superior modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n. Limit superior modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n. So here 1 by small letter r is strictly greater than 1 by r. What is your 1 by r here? Limit superior absolute value of an whole raised to 1 by n. So, limit superior modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n is strictly less than 1 by small letter r. What it mean? Everybody knows the definition of limit superior. So, limit superior modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n less than 1 by r means there exists a positive integer. There exists a positive integer, capital letter n, such that there exists a positive integer, capital letter n, such that for every n greater than or equal to, for every small letter n greater than or equal to n, what will happen? Modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n is, modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n is strictly less than 1 by r. Modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n is strictly less than 1 by r for every n greater than or equal to n. Finite number of terms മാറ്റി നിർത്തി കഴിഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ബാക്കി എല്ലാ mod an whole raised to 1 by n ആരെക്കാട്ടിലും കുറവായിരിക്കും 1 by r നെക്കാട്ടിലും കുറവായിരിക്കും, since 1 by r is strictly greater than limit superior of modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n. So this will implies modulus of an, you take the nth power, you just take the nth power on both the sides, then what will happen? Modulus of an is strictly less than 1 by r raised to n. So from this what we obtain, this will implies modulus of an into modulus of z raised to n. You can take modulus of an into modulus of z raised to n. You multiply both the sides of this inequality with mod z whole raised to n. So this is strictly less than mod z whole raised to n divided by r raised to n. Mod z whole raised to n divided by r raised to n. So you can write this as, this is equal to, this implies mod a into mod b is equal to mod AB. So mod AN z raised to n is strictly less than mod z by r whole raised to n. Just on arrange idu madra. Mod z by r whole raised to n. This is true for every n greater than or equal to capital letter n. Every n greater than or equal to capital letter n. So, from this inequality, we moved on to, you just take the summation. Summation n is equal to, summation n is equal to n to infinity. This is true for every n greater than or equal to n. So, you just take summation on both sides. Summation sigma n is equal to capital letter N to infinity mod an z raised to n. Mod an z raised to n is dominated by summation n is equal to n to infinity summation n is equal to n to infinity modulus of z divided by r whole raised to n. Modulus of z divided by r whole raised to n. This is less than sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity. Sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity modulus of sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity modulus of z by r whole raised to n. Is it clear? So, you know that this is a geometric series. This is a geometric series. Sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity. Sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity mod z by r whole raised to n. Sigma, is it visible? Is it visible to you? Yeah. Less than sigma n is equal to 0 to, summation n is equal to n to infinity modulus of an z raised to n is less than summation n is equal to n to infinity modulus of z by r whole raised to modulus of z by r whole raised to n, which is less than sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity modulus of z by r whole raised to n. Okay, so this is a geometric series. What is meant by a geometric series? You know the idea of geometric progression, geometric series, etc. In your plus 2, I think it is in plus 2 or plus 1, I don't know. You studied about these terms, geometric progression, geometric series, etc. So, what is geometric, how you can represent a geometric series, or what is the standard form of a geometric series? First term, if you take the first term as A, and if R is the common ratio, then the series must be of the form A. This is the geometric progression. AR square, AR cube, etc. Here R is known as the common ratio. R is known as the common ratio. Geometric series means AR plus AR square plus etc. Geometric series. This is a geometric series. Sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity z raised to n. This is a geometric series. What this series indicate? This series you can expand as z plus z square plus z cube plus etc. The common ratio is z. Is it clear? This geometric series converges if mod z less than 1. Everybody knows the idea. So, if the common ratio is strictly less than 1, then the sum of an infinite geometric series. If the common ratio is strictly less than 1, then the sum of an infinite geometric series is a by 1 minus r. You know the idea. You studied in your plus 2 mathematics. I think you studied it in your plus 2. So if common ratio is strictly less than 1, mod r is strictly less than 1, then the sum of an infinite geometric series is a by 1 minus r. So here this is a geometric series. This is a geometric series. And this series converges if mod z by r is strictly less than 1. What is the relation of you take mod z less than r, strictly less than capital letter R. So mod z by r, from this part we get mod z by r is strictly less than 1. That means the common ratio is strictly less than 1. So this geometric series, converges. This series converges. So this series converges means this series converges. This series converges. So you can say that series n is equal to 0 to infinity. This series converges means summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. A n z raised to n converges absolutely. So this is your power series. This is your power series with the center A equal to 0. So what we proved our first part. No, not one. It is our A part. A part. So if mod z less than mod z minus a strictly less than r, here we take a as 0. So if mod z minus a is strictly less than r, then your power series converges absolutely. Now I think the idea is clear to you. Now we are moving to our B part. You please go through our B part. What is our B part? What is our B part? What is our B part? Yeah. B part is if mod z minus a, modulus of z minus a greater than r. I already introduced the idea of a set of all sets such that mod z minus a is equal to r, less than r and greater than r. So if we take a point, so what is this set? I already told you, set of all sets such that modulus of z minus a greater than r is, we take points from the exterior of this circle. We take points from the exterior of the circle. So if we take the points from the exterior of the circle, then at that point your power series diverges. ഈ ഭാഗങ്ങളിൽ ഇവിടുന്നാണ് പോയിന്റ് എടുക്കുന്നതെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നു? പവർ സീരീസ് ഡൈവേർജസ്. അതാണ് ബി പാർട്ട് പറയുന്നത്. ബി പാർട്ട് പറയുന്നത് if mod z minus a is greater than r, the terms of the series becomes unbounded and so the series diverges. So here also we take a equal to 0. The center of the series, we take it as 0. So what will happen to this inequality? Mod z strictly greater than r. So choose a real number, small letter r. The idea is similar to your previous one. So if you take a point, small letter r, in between this cap letter R and mode set, you just take a point from cap letter between R and modulus of Z. Then what will happen? Here also 1 by R, you repeat the same procedure. What we applied in your first part, you just apply the same idea here also. So what will happen? 1 by R, 1 by R, 1 by mod set. What is the relation connecting these three terms? Everybody knows that the inequality reverse. So here 1 by R is greater than 1 by R, and this 1 by R is greater than 1 by mod set. So you obtain that 1 by R, 1 by small letter r, 1 by r is strictly less than 1 by r. What is this? This is equal to limit superior of mod an whole raised to 1 by n. Is it visible? Yeah. Limit superior of mod an whole raised to 1 by n. 1 by r is strictly less than limit superior of mod an whole raised to 1 by n. So limit superior of mod an whole raised to 1 by n is strictly greater than 1 by r means what? There exist infinitely many terms. That means terms modulus of an whole raised to, this is the property of limit superior. Modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n is greater than, there exist infinitely many n, such that modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n is strictly greater than 1 by r, since your 1 by r is strictly less than limit superior of modulus of an whole raised to 1 by n. Then what is the next step? You just take the nth root on both sides, then what will happen? Modulus of an greater than 1 by r raised to n. Then this implies modulus of an, you just multiply with mod z whole raised to n. Modulus of an z raised to n greater than mod z by r. Same idea used to prove the a part of the theorem. Modulus of an z raised to n is greater than mod z by r whole raised to n. Okay. But mod z by r is what? Mod z by r is what? Mod z by r is greater than 1. Mod z by r is greater than 1. So modulus of an z raised to n is greater than 1. നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം ഒരു സീരീസ് കൺവേർജൻ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ nth ടേം ടെൻസ് ടു 0 ആണെന്നറിയാം. കൺവേർജൻസ് സീരീസിൻ്റെ nth ടേം 0 പോകും. പക്ഷേ nth ടേം 0 പോകുന്നത് കൊണ്ട് സീരീസ് കൺവേർജൻ്റ് ആവണമെന്നില്ല എന്നൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ് കേട്ടോ ഡിഗ്രിയിൽ. സോ ഹിയർ modulus of an z raised to n is greater than n for every n. That means modulus of an z raised to n is greater than 1 for every n means clearly that series diverges. The terms are unbounded. So terms are unbounded in a series. The terms are unbounded means clearly that series diverges. So summation n is equal to 0 to infinity mod an z raised to n diverges. That series diverges. That is summation n is equal to 0 to infinity an z z raised to n diverges. Summation n is equal to 0 to infinity an z raised to n diverges. So when we take points from the exterior of the circle, your power series diverges. Then what will happen if you take a small circle inside the circle with center at A and radius capital letter R? That idea they noted in your C part. 0 less than, what is your C part? See, if 0 less than R less than capital letter R, then the series converges uniformly. Okay? Series converges uniformly. So when we take points interior to this circle and points from the circumference of this small circle, your power series converges uniformly. So if we take a small circle inside a circle with the radius capital letter R, your power series at all points inside and on the circle with the center at A and radius small letter R, your power series converges uniformly. What a nice result. So how we will show that our power series converges uniformly in this circle? In this circle means here we take points inside and on the circle. So how we will prove? So, here they have given that 0 less than R less than R. 0 less than R less than R. That means set of all points. Here by using this R, you just construct a small circle inside the circle with radius R and center A, and that circle we denoted it as set of all sets such that mode set less than or equal to R. It is a disk. We consider the points interior to small letter R. Points interior to mode set is equal to R. So set of all sets such that mode set less than or equal to R means this portion. On this portion, you have to show that your series converges uniformly. So we have mode set is less than or equal to R. Mode set is less than or equal to R.